The proposal to have the Committee on Natural Resources of Parliament split into two committees, the oil and gas, and the other, the water, environment, and climate change, has technically been struck down.
But we had unanimously, as members of the Natural Resources Committee, resolved that this committee ought not to be split. And when we met the Rules, Privileges, and Discipline Committee, we were in one accord and resolved before them that there is no need to have the committee split. And indeed, we bought into the members of this Rules and Privileges Discipline Committee. They also have agreed with us. They have concurred with us.
I'm totally against the creation of the new committee, the National Resource Committee. We need to give time to the leadership, the current leadership of the National Resource Committee to do their best. And as a member of the committee, I will give my full support to the leadership of the National Resource Committee to make sure that we deliver what is expected of our committee.
The spirit to have the committee split was not advanced by the proponents in good faith. Our inside investigations revealed that there was a sharp inside fight to do with the power grid.
Because there are members who actually had applied to be chairpersons and vice chairpersons of committees. But because committees were fewer than those who were seeking for leadership, they were not captured in leadership. So they have been working behind the scenes to create committees where they would also influence to be leaders, to be chairpersons or vice chairpersons.
Those people behind the split, but of course everyone has his right or her right to propose what they feel is okay with them. So the proponents might be there, they are legally, they are legitimate, but we do not support their move.
We appreciate that oil and gas is an industry that need due attention from Parliament. But I think with the good leadership of the National Resource Committee, we can still be in position to handle even environmental sector can still be handled within the consolidated committee of National Resources Committee. The most important thing that we need to address is if there's a problem with the leadership, then we should open our mind to discuss and to address anything related with the leadership challenges.
If the proponents of the split move succeeded, what would be the financial implication of the move on the taxpayer?
This ulterior motive would cause the cost of running parliament, or rather, actually even on the tax, at the expense of the taxpayer, the burden of administration of the new committee, which would not be below 600 million, or rather, on average, the maximum is 800 million annually. The minimum is 600 for a committee. So you can imagine what the burden would be financially at the expense of the taxpayer.
There will be a lot of cost implication because every chairperson of the committee and the vice chairperson of the committee get additional pay on top of the normal salary that is given to member of parliament. They get additional 2-point-something million for the chair and then 1.8 million shilling for the vice. This is totally unnecessary. We really need to control. Actually, some of us are advocating for consolidations of some of this committee. Actually, if possible, we need to merge. To merge some of this committee. We're actually advocating for the merge of this committee. Maybe if a National Resources Committee could be merged with even physical infrastructures, it would save the country of the burden of spending money unnecessarily, which money should actually go to deliver service to the population. So by creating a new committee, we are going to incur a lot of costs. And of course, every sitting of the committee is facilitated. There will be allowances to members. There will be refreshment. There will be trips, both internally and outside, which is really not called for.
The collapse proposal had manifested itself at a critical time when Parliament is being cursed by the electorate for its senseless, luxurious life at the expense of the taxpayer.
Already, we are being castigated as Parliament by the public for being extravagant and exorbitant in our expenditures. Now, this would just be exacerbating the case for the public to even demonize us further. So I must salute the leadership and the entire membership of Rules, Privileges and Discipline Committee for actually being actually up to the task.
The proposal to split the committee is not well founded and is just a wrong approach which we as committee members do not support. We are strong members, we know what we are doing, we are handling the sectors effectively, so there is no need to split our committee, and that's our position.
Timothy Sibasi, Peace Television, Parliament.